This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight.
Hello, this is Adam from NowGamer.
This is Paul, and this is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, which you've been playing.
I have. I reviewed it. Now, obviously, a lot of people are probably a bit concerned about the length of it. I think that's a big deal. I'm going to say now, it did take an hour for me to finish the main mission, which was fine, but it is a lot of money. 30 quid for the next gen version, 20 quid for the last gen version.
So does it feel like a paid demo?
Yes, in some ways. I mean, it's quite good in that it teases a lot of what Phantom Pain is going to be. So the open world aspect, the Kiefer Sutherland as a Solid Snake, things like that. It teases a lot of the new things that are going to be in the next Metal Gear, the proper Metal Gear, if you want to call it that. And for that sense, it's quite good. But yeah, it does feel a bit short. You get a few extra missions once you've unlocked, once you finish the first mission, but they're kind of extras.
Yes. So what kind of side content is there then, apart from the main story? Basically,
it reuses the same island. So after you've completed the first mission, you'll get, I think it's 3 extra, and then you unlock a 4th one for collecting different dog tags. And these have different objectives. One is to blow up all the different anti-air guns. One is to hunt down 2 particular enemies and various things like that. And they're good, they're fun, they show off what can be done in an open world Metal Gear, but why they weren't included in the main campaign. They could have easily been included in that, and it would have kind of fleshed out the story a little bit more, would have given you a bit more reason to play it and explore the island.
Okay, so what about the mechanics of it? I mean, is it significantly different from Metal Gear Solid 4?
I wouldn't say significantly. I mean, it's still primarily a stealthing game, but mechanically it does feel a lot smoother. Combat and movement is all very simple to do. It's all you don't really have to worry about it. Inventory, for example, is just set to the D-pad, so you don't really have to scroll through a selection of different weapons and rifles. That's probably because there aren't actually that many weapons, rifles, grenades, and that to actually find and use, but it does mean that the system's a little bit smoother.
Is it viable to sort of approach it as an action game, as a combat game, or is it very much still you've got to play as a stealth game?
If you keep killing various different guards, then the alert rating is going to pick up, and you're going to get more things, tanks will come in. So you can play it that way, and if you keep searching, there's a couple of rooms in the island that have rocket launchers and C4s and things like that, so you can take on big masses of units, but the AI isn't brilliant, so you're going to be fighting against squads that are just kind of facing in one direction, aren't really paying attention to where you are.
Okay. And have you accepted Kiefer Sutherland as Snake?
You know, I still prefer David Hayter, but he's fine. You know, my only problem with it is that I couldn't tell the difference between him and Kaz. I can't remember who voices Kaz, but yeah, their voices were too similar. It was all a little bit more dramatic, so you couldn't really tell who was who, and yeah, that's frustrating. But yeah, apart from that, it's good. I'd recommend it, but when it's a bit cheaper.
And very quickly, has it got you excited for Phantom Pain?
Yeah, that's the best thing about this, is that once you've finished, you do want to start playing more. You want to get into that Phantom Pain stuff. So yeah, for Metal Gear fans, it will get you a bit hyped for that.